Okay, so let's move into the another concept where we understand the list. Okay, so list can be of two type, unordered list and an ordered list. So when we go to the grocery stores, we build our own list, and whatever the shopping items we need, जो भी हमें सामान चाहिए होता है, we will create our own list. Okay, same way, if we want the list to be in unordered way, okay, there is no order to be specific, so we can use UL. UL stands for unordered list, and inside this UL we have a list item. So list item will contains all the items that we can have to purchase. So we can bring all these list items. Okay. So if you see the output look like this. We have a bullet points and there is no order of the list items. Okay. We can place it anywhere. There is no order. So that's why it is having a bullet point. Okay. So let's get started. So if I write over here, if I write UL stands for unordered list. Inside this unordered list, we have a list item. List item, let's suppose we have flour, baking soda, brown sugar, milk, and bread. We have flour, then we have baking soda, then we have brown sugar, white, milk, and bread. We have milk and then bread. Okay, so let me save this, and you can see the output with all the bullet points we have. So what else we can do? So in the previous video we have understand something called as attributes. So we can add few attributes over here. Let's suppose if I add a style attribute, and inside this style attribute if I write font style or style type, list style type, and we have so many list style type. In the value if I pass circle, so if you see the bullet points will look like circle. If I write instead of circle, if I write disk, so the bullet points will look like a disk. If I write circle, disk, and if I write square, so the bullet points will look like square type. Okay, if I zoom it, you can see we have a bullet points of square type. So what does it mean? We have some attributes and we can create a list style type with that, with having square in it, circle in it, and so many things. Okay, what else we can do? Let's suppose over here we have another list item. Let's suppose list item T. Okay, and I want a T to be of two categories. One category will be green tea and another category will be black tea. So I can nest it inside the tea with like unordered list inside the tea with two more items. First list item we have is green tea, and another list item we have is black tea. So that means I can insert some more elements, or we can say we can nest the elements inside the tea. We have two types of teas, so that can be do with this nesting. Okay, so if I do like this list item and then I am writing this unordered list after this one, so this is again a wrong way of writing the code. It still works, but this is a wrong way of writing the code. So we have to nest this list unordered list inside this list item. So this is the correct way of writing the code. Okay, so what we have done, we have just nest the green tea and black tea inside this tea category. So let me save this. We have this thing. Now, if this type of thing is clear to you, we can also create an ordered list. Okay, so let's move to the next concept. So we have an ordered list. Basically, ordered list will have some numbers that represent that this is in order. Okay, so let me create one ordered list: coffee, tea, milk, apple, and almonds. So for ordered list, we need to write OL, and in this we have list item. So list item in the first we have coffee, tea, milk, coffee. Let me take this thing: coffee, tea, milk. Then we have apple as a fruit and some almonds that I need to buy. Almonds. Okay. So if I save this, now you can see the difference that I have some orders. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Same thing I can do, that I can nest these things inside the unordered list as well. So I can nest these things inside the unordered list as well. So you can see after this I have some ordered list as well, but that doesn't make any sense, but we can do these things. Okay, we can nest unordered list with ordered list and unordered list. We can play with that things. Now you have to understand that this is one of the thing that we have achieved with this ordered list. Now what else we can do? In ordered list we have more attributes that we can do. Let's suppose I do not want the order of this list to be start with 1. I want to start with 5. So I can write start with 5. Start is an attribute and I am just passing value 5. So it will start with 5 onwards. Okay. What I can do, it will start with 5, but I want to reverse the direction. So it will be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I have reversed the direction using this attribute reverse. What else I can do? What else I can do? If I write type, so in ordered list, we do not want the numbers to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the numbers to be represented as A, B, C, D, E. So I have to write a type A, B, C, D, E. If I write a type small A, B, C, D, E, so this will be a type small A, B, C, D, E. If I write a type capital I, so this will treat my items as Roman numbers and then it will represent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. If I write the small I, so it will represent the small Roman numbers. Okay. Now what else I can do? I can use the Roman numbers and I can start my value by 5 onwards. So you can see output is changed. Now in the T itself, I want to add some unordered list. So I can do like this as well, unordered list. Inside this list item, we have green tea. And then we have black tea. Okay, we have nested this thing with this. So let me start with capital A. And I do not want it to be on any start position. So let's build like this. So ABCD with have green tea and black tea. Now I want to make this circle to be square. So I have to use unordered list with an attribute style, and inside the style I'm adding one list style type and it should be square. So this can be achieved with multiple ways. Okay, so I hope you understand this concept. Okay,
so in the next video, we are going to cover the difference between the B tag, EM tag, strong tag and the I tags in HTML. If you have any doubt or question, don't hesitate to comment below. Thanks for watching and do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more such awesome content. Until next time, happy coding.
Okay, so let's understand some text-based elements. So we have elements like emphasis. So what does emphasis do? We have an EM tag that stress on some words in a paragraph. So if I write just do it already. So the do, I want to stress that word. Okay. So if I work with it, let's have some examples. So what does actually EM tag do? So if I write, I really want to go to the bed. So over here, I want this really to be emphasized. So I just use EM tag, and I'm just wrapping this really. So if I now read it, or if you see the output, you can see I really want to go to the bed. I'm emphasizing on this word really. Or if I write something like this, T tag, and if I write I am an designer and an engineer. So I'm emphasizing on I'm a designer and an engineer. So I'm emphasizing on this word. So this can be used for stressing some words we can use through EM tag. Now suppose if I have another tag called as I tag. So I tag is also used to italicize the word, but when I italicize that word, when I want it to be italic format, I doesn't make that word to be stressed. I make it like simple ways. I looked at it and thought this can't be real. So this can't be real is not stressing that word. Okay, I'm just making some words to be italicized. So if you see the examples right now here in the EM tag, if we go to the MDN and we find that EM tag elements marks text that has stress emphasis. Get out of the bed now. Okay, we had to do something about it. So had has an emphasis on it. This is not a drill. Not a drill having a not word having an emphasis on it. Now when I go to the I tag basically stands for italicizing. If I read this thing, this element represent a range of text that is set off from the normal text for some reason, such as idiomatic text, technical terms, taxonomical designation. So if you read this, the term bandwidth. So bandwidth is a technical term. I just italicize this and this looks different. This is a text, emphasized text, em tag and I tags look similar in terms of italicized format, I format, but still they have its own significance. Okay. So whenever I have to stress the word, I use em. Whenever I do not have to stress the word, but there is some terminology that I have to represent, I use I tag. So bandwidth will look like italicized and it is just having some descriptions over there. Okay. And if you see over here, em is used to stress the emphasis to some indicating the stress about the sentence. Then we have, if this is clear, then we have a text called as strong tag. Okay. So strong tag, what does it do? Whenever I write something like whatever you do not let the cats out. So there is some bold letters that I want to stress out. Okay. So if you see, if I write something in a p tag, let's make it. Or let's suppose if I write some important things. So if I write strong, important. Okay. In the important, I'm just writing this course is good for beginners. Okay, if I save this, if I see the output, so there is some strong tag. Strong tag is also used, if you see over here, strong tag is also used to indicate some importance, some seriousness or urgency. Okay, so let's go to the strong tag over here. So this basically elements indicates that its content has strong importance, seriousness. Okay, so if I just have this example, the most important rule, the rule you can never forget, no matter how much he cries, no matter how much he begs, then we have a strong text called as never feed him after midnight. Or if I give this example, let's take this example. Before proceeding, make sure you, this example is good. So before proceeding, make sure you put on your safety goggles. So I'm just making it strong letters. Okay, this has some text meaning. Okay, this is just making me feel like I have to make sure this thing. I have to do this thing. I have to wear my safety goggles. Okay, so this is some thing called a strong tag. This is one of the text elements. Then we have a B tag. Okay, so B tag and small strong tag look similar, but B tag is generally used when we want to bring attention to the text. Okay, there is nothing to be having strong in it. We do not want the text to be strong so that there is no urgency to no importance to be showcased. But if I only want to make the text in a bold letter, I can do it with B tag. Okay, so this is an HTML course from Geekster. So if I write like this, so this is an HTML, or we can say CSS, and a lot more JavaScript course. Okay, and we are learning from Geekster, so we can write from. Now I want to make this text strong or bold. There is no emphasizing I'm making. I'm just making this text bold. Okay, so just simply write bold this content as well. This content as well. And so just for the sake of learning this concept, B tag and strong tag has its own significance. EM tag and I tag has its own significance. So I'm just marking this up. So HTML, this is the extra tag. Make it. This is an HTML, CSS, and JavaScript course from Geeksters. I can write anything, but I'm just making this words, making it bold letters. But when I make it through strong tag, there is a significance, but there is no things to confuse. So if I write B, this bring attention to the elements. Okay, so it is just drawing some attentions. You can see the two most popular science courses offered by the schools are chemistry, the study of chemicals and composition of substance, and physics, the study of nature. So I'm just, it is not making it so urgency, no importance of it, but just to highlight those things using bold tag is good enough. So I hope you understand this concept very well.
So in the next video, we are going to learn about how nesting elements works in HTML. If you have any doubt or question, don't hesitate to comment below. Thanks for watching, and do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more such awesome content. Until next time, happy coding.